The Great Adventures of Squiggles the Sleepy Squirrel, Chapter 1, Squiggles Forgets His Nuts. Squiggles the Squirrel had one job for the winter, gather acorns. But there's one problem. Every time Squiggles finds a nice, juicy acorn, he forgets where he puts it. Soon, his forest friends start helping him search high and low for his missing stash, but what they find instead is more than just nuts. Chapter 2, The Tree of 1,000 Socks. In his search for acorns, Squiggles stumbles upon a mysterious tree full of colorful socks dangling from the branches. He's confused at first, until Mrs. Owl explains how the sock tree came to be, and it's not what Squiggles expected. Chapter 3, Flying Frogs. Squiggles' best friend, Freddy the Frog, decides he wants to fly like a bird. The problem? Frogs don't have wings. That doesn't stop Freddy though, as he enlists Squiggles to help him build a contraption out of acorn shells and feathers. The result is chaotic. Chapter 4, The Pinecone Party. The animals in the forest throw a big party, and Squiggles is in charge of snacks. Unfortunately, Squiggles thinks pine cones are the tastiest thing ever. What happens when the forest animals have to munch on these spiky treats? Chapter 5, The Case of the Missing Moon. One night, Squiggles notices the moon has disappeared from the sky. He rallies the forest animals, thinking it's been stolen by mischievous raccoons. A detective team is formed, but the real reason for the missing moon is a lot sillier than anyone thought. Chapter 6, Operation Bird's Nest Rescue. When Squiggles accidentally knocks over a bird's nest with his clumsy tail, the forest animals work together to create a new home for the baby birds. The funny part? They build a mansion with twigs, leaves, and lots of unnecessary decorations. Chapter 7, The Tumble of the Talking Toadstools. During an ordinary day in the woods, Squiggles trips on a patch of mushrooms, only to find out they can talk. The toadstools tell jokes and share secrets of the forest, but can they help Squiggles find his lost acorns? Chapter 8, The Big Splash. Squiggles wants to learn to swim, but his tiny squirrel arms and legs aren't made for water. With Freddy's encouragement, Squiggles ends up making the biggest splash the forest pond has ever seen. It doesn't go as planned, but it's a whole lot of fun. Chapter 9, Squiggles' Big Surprise. At the end of all the wacky adventures, Squiggles' friends surprise him with something he never expected, a map of every single place he's hidden his acorns, drawn from memory by the talking toadstools. Squiggles is overjoyed. Until he realizes one small problem: he forgot where he hid the map.